Here's a fun question. Friend Landlubber in Colorado. Landlubber asks, some people are under the impression that blogs are good for SEO only if they're updated frequently. How much does frequency play into PageRank for blogs and other dynamic sites? Isn't the content more important than the simple number of posts per day or per week? The answer is yes, content is much more important. So if you're thinking about for people, then frequency might be a nice thing to have. If you show up on a blog every day and it's never been updated and you're a person, then maybe you don't show up every single day. Maybe you show up once a week. So people have noted that the more often you post, the more you have fresh content, to the degree where sometimes some mega blogs will have like a new post every few hours, just so that anytime you show up during the day, you'll have something new to read. That's fantastic for users. Users like to see something different, not just the same static content whenever they show up. But whenever you're thinking about search engines, it's much more important to think about the quality of your content. For example, on my blog, I don't post every day. Sometimes I don't post every week, but I try to make sure that each post has something useful about it, or some kernel that's, going to be helpful to people, or funny, or that it's interesting. If you need to take 3 weeks to do some research, and then that research results in a really good blog post, whether it be about the iPhone or the Android market, or how well does Gmail do web spam, or whatever it is, how much does Gmail detect spam compared to other webmail providers, whatever it is, those original pieces of content often attract a lot more attention than those sort of follow-on blog posts where you're talking about, oh, I'm the 100th person who wrote about, an iPhone that got leaked, and I don't really have any new or interesting different insights or something like that. It's a lot more interesting to take a little bit more time. Think about sites like TechDirt. Mike Masnick doesn't just follow the headlines and write about everything just to write about something. He's told me that he waits until he has some insight, some unique angle, some value to add, some perspective that people haven't really noticed on a particular story. And I think as long as you're doing that on your blog or on your website, it's going to be a lot more useful, it's going to attract a lot more links, and it's going to do much better in search engines. So don't just pay attention to, I have to have a certain frequency of update per day, unless you're really trying to make a play to get a lot of users, and you're really caring about how people are going to be coming back to your site as far as return visitors. If you're thinking about search engines, what's much more important is the quality of the content rather than the frequency with which it's posted.